Hi everyone, this is Matt, your trading professor, and I wanted to start off this PDF with a question to you. Why is price the king in trading? Have you asked yourself this question before? A lot of people get focused on indicators and a whole bunch of other things that lag the market, okay? So, have you ever thought of this? Why is price the king in trading? Well, let's uncover the secret together. Because price, well, everybody sees it, everybody knows about it, a lot of people miss the secret behind it. And for better understanding this, we're going to want to look back at the history of trading, okay? We're actually going to go back to the birth of trading. Long before computers, traders on Wall Street recorded the price on paper. That's right. They did not have charts. They did not have any type of indicators, okay? All they had was the price, okay? The live price moving up and down, okay? Maybe they would know the price that, the stock or asset was yesterday, but all they had was the price of the asset. And guess what? Even before computers, right? These very first traders that would trade the price on paper, well, they made money. There was profitable traders and investors with just the price. Why? Because we're going to see that the price is actually all you need, okay? The very first form of charting was just writing the trades, writing the in and out trades, right? And, like I said, maybe the closing price of the last day or two, the last week. This was the very first form of charting. It was not a beautiful chart like we have now with candlestick, lines, indicators, all of that. Why? Because you don't actually need 99% of this, okay? What you really need to know is the price. You need to know how it moves. You need to understand price action. You need to be able to have this trading intuition. So this is the exact reason why price action is key, okay? Price action is the actual movements of the price, okay? Whether that's up, down, it shows us signs. It shows us the secret. It shows us the hints that the market is telling us, okay? If we look here, Bitcoin is uptrending right now. But let's look in more detail, okay? The price action is seemingly very strong here. We can confirm this by looking at the chart, okay? But if we just look at the price itself, it's quite strong. We're steadily moving higher. In my course, I discuss more about things like the order book here, where you can see the actual volume at the different price levels, right? The buying volume, the selling volume. But even just looking at the price and the price ticks, we can see that Bitcoin is fairly strong here, okay? This might be your first time that you're really paying attention to the price like this and actually diving into what is price action, okay? Which is the very foundation of trading. Like I said, before any charts, before anything else, there was only the price itself, okay? And if you understand the price, you are ahead of all other traders. Why? Because so many other traders focus on indicators, moving average, bunch of different charting tools, okay? But guess what I said? The price always comes first and before the chart, like it did back in the day, right? Back on Wall Street, the price came way before charting, okay? And as such, the first thing you need to focus on in your trading is the price itself. Why? Because the price does not lag anything. The price is the live price. Your moving averages, your MACDs, all of that is a lagging indicator, okay, that is not only behind the price, but even behind the chart itself, okay? So you are 1 or 2 steps behind if you are focusing on anything other than the price. You want to be ahead of the 99% of traders that lose. So remember, this is why price action is key. And what's great here is with trading, you want to make it simpler, not more complicated, not more hard. Trading is very hard. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, okay? But here's the thing. It doesn't mean that it can't be simple. The simplest trading strategies, like pen and paper and knowing price action, is very simple, and it worked for years, okay? It still does. That's why you need to remember that the price can only move in 3 directions. Well, guess what? There's not 1,000 directions the chart can go in or the price. There's literally only 3 things, okay? and really two that are the main ones. Three directions: up, sideways, or down. Okay, most of the time it's either going to be up or down, and then sometimes you might end the day flat, which is very rare for an asset like crypto, or you're going to have things like a bit of a consolidation range where there's no clear trend, right? We're not going down, we're either not going clearly up, okay? So that is why sideways is a possibility that shouldn't be forgotten in trading. The great thing though, okay, if you learn how to trade crypto derivatives, well, guess what? You can make money when the price is going up through longing. You can make money when the price is going down through shorting, right? Betting against the crypto asset. And you can even make money when the market is sideways, right? Just trading the range, okay? So we'll talk about some basic support and resistance later in my course. But, trade the lower end of the range, long that, short the top of the range. These are some of the very basic strategies that work very well, okay? And once again, it goes back to the three basics. The price is either going down, going sideways, or going up. There's only three directions it can move in. Always remember that, okay? Because when you're throwing in tens of indicators on the charts, you might even forget that the price can only move in three directions, okay? Never forget that. Let's talk a little bit about the evolutions to charts. It's not that charting is bad. I use charts. You saw me draw support lines, resistance lines, a range, okay? You can draw out trend lines as well. There's nothing wrong with putting some basic, aids, like I like to call them, on your chart, right? They're going to help you with your trading, okay? They're going to aid you in making better decisions because now you know, well, okay, we're uptrending, right? We have a clear uptrend line. We exited the consolidation, right? So you can put in your support and resistance levels. I explain how to do this perfectly in my course. So that way you have a little bit more of a guideline on your chart. But I'll get back more into that in a second. Let's go back and talk about the evolutions to charts. Because as much as the price is very important, it's the focus in my trading strategy, okay? And you already know why. Because nothing comes before the price, okay? That is why. And we always, even if we're using some charting, right, we're paying attention to key candlesticks like reversal candlesticks, we always confirm with the price. Look back at the price, look back at the chart. Make sure they're both lining up. Okay, the chart is getting a breakout, but wait, the price action is weak. I need to be careful here. Maybe it's going to be a fake out. So charts have become much more important, right? We can't fully ignore them, okay? We're not in the days of trading on a piece of paper. So we have to adapt to charts, but that doesn't mean that we can just forget about the price. So as technology advanced, of course, the paper recordings, right, transformed into digital charts over time. It was just a more convenient way. Instead of losing your piece of paper and forgetting what happened 5 days ago, it was more convenient to have it on a price chart, okay? Now, charts got advanced. We have candlesticks now, which are very useful, okay? But all of these are just tools. They're just additional helping tools that should not come before the price. Why? Because what stayed constant, right, throughout all the advancements in technology, throughout the actual even charting itself, right? Remember that we had line charts, right, at the very beginning, okay? So just a simple straight line and no indicators, right? Then we have the Japanese candlesticks that started to be invented, which took over the trading industry, right? Because they give you more information than just a line chart. So you see how much the technology advanced. You see how even charting advanced. But what stayed constant? The price. Remember, what is the chart, guys? It's not some magical thing. It's just the price being recorded, okay? As you move further back in the chart, it's less relevant to what's happening right now, especially for shorter term trading and especially for price action trading, which is our main focus. Price action is the language of markets, okay? You may have heard of supply and demand before. The visualization of price action, which is what the candlesticks are drawing, okay? When you're seeing the ticker go up or down. Right now you see it's going down, right? You can see that down arrow. It's consolidating, now it's going up, okay? You're going to want to pay attention to this. Spend some times with the charts. I can only teach you so much. You have to practice. You have to spend time learning this. You cannot be lazy, okay? Spend 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour a day just looking at the chart. Sorry, just looking at the price. Do you notice the price action? Do you notice when it's getting strong, when it's slowing down, when it's getting weak? Are able to start seeing signs? Oh, well, when Bitcoin breaks this key level, usually it gets a nice pump. If it doesn't, well, that's a sign that maybe this is going to not pan out. It's going to reverse. Supply and demand is visualized through price action in a live format, okay? It's the live ticker. It's the live feed. Like I said, later in my course, okay, which you can actually get access to for free, we'll talk about that later, is also going into detail on things like the order book. Okay, the order book is important. It shows us more details on the live price and volume. But I want you guys to understand the price first. Okay? Price action tells the story of supply and demand. Without understanding the price, how can one understand the market's story? Okay? The market is not just technical analysis, and it's not just fundamental analysis, and it's not just news. The story of the markets is always being told through the price. Always. A massively bearish news piece might come out, yet the price pumps. Well, if you were just trading like a bot, right? Bad news, short the stock, short the crypto, you would have lost money. Because you were not looking at the actual story that the market is telling you. Instead of news feeds, instead of press, instead of media, drama, hype, anything, right? Whether it might be considered bullish or bearish, you didn't look at the price. You didn't listen to the story the market was telling you. So let's go even deeper into why price matters. As I said, price is the most immediate reflection of what traders collectively believe a security is worth. Okay? It's the pulse of the market. Like a doctor operating on a patient, right? They need to know the vital signs of the patient before anything else. Okay? They need to see that the heart is pumping. How is the heart pumping? Is the person's vital signs healthy? It's the same thing that we're doing when we're operating our trading, okay? We need to pay attention to the price action. This is the vital sign. Nothing else matters before it, okay? Then we can go and draw some support and resistance levels. We can draw a trend line, okay? We can pay attention to how the chart has been building up. We talk about smart money as well, right? Where you're going to learn things like breakout structure, okay? So for example here, you know, we're moving higher. We had a staircase higher. Let me clean up this chart before it gets too messy. And we continued moving higher, okay? So yes, we have the uptrend, but we're also making consistent higher highs and higher lows. Well, what happened a little bit later? We consolidated a little bit. We broke out higher yet again, okay? Right now, we're in a strong trend that is bullish. We keep putting in higher highs and higher lows. As long as this trend doesn't reverse, it's not necessarily the wisest decision to go short. You'd much rather go long, especially on a nice little pullback, okay? Like if you did that here or here, that would have been worked out great, and there's a chance that it works again over here. The reversal area was back here when we had the change of character, also known as CHOH. We'll talk about these more advanced things in the course, but I'm just trying to get you a little bit of feel of, okay, the price action. So then what am I supposed to do with the chart? Very minimal things. Is the chart messy right now? Do you see me with a bunch of moving averages? Let me put on a moving average just to prove my point, okay? Moving average indicator, okay? A lot of people use it. There may be a very few amount of strategies where there's any type of benefit to having something like this, but we'll also put the RSI, okay? First off, 99% of traders have this on their chart. And guess what? 90% of traders lose money. Okay? You don't want to be doing the things that the 99% are doing that are making them lose money. Both of these indicators, the RSI down here or the blue line, which is the SMA. Let me change the color of this for a second so you can see it more clearly. We'll make this yellow and a little bit bigger. Okay? This is the 9 SMA. It's tracking the last 9 periods. Okay, we're on a 15-minute chart. So it is lagging behind the price. Okay? And in fact, how well would the moving average have helped you trade this trend? Okay, now it is a trend trading tool, so at least you're using it for the right thing. But let me give you an example. Right here, okay, let's say you hadn't drawn the trend line. Well, the price crossed below the 9 SMA. That's usually a bearish sign. Okay, a lot of people, if they were just trading with SMA, it's a lagging indicator. It's behind the price because it's calculating past time. Okay, past periods. Well, guess what? That's a short signal. What happened right after? We pumped higher. Okay? Is it not much better to stay patient? I talk a lot about patience in my course because it's so important. Stay patient. Look at the price action. Okay? Learn smart money concepts, which I teach you. And then notice the BOS. Okay? Break of structure. Where we know that we're uptrending. Okay? We drew out our resistance line now. And we saw that we broke the resistance line. That, confirmed with strong price action, is a clear signal to long. And guess what? If you would have longed right here instead of going short when it went below the moving average, you would have caught at least the next leg up of the move, if not even higher. Okay? This is how I want you to start thinking. My strategy, my course, is based on these two core concepts. First and foremost, price action. Okay? Everything that has to do with the live price, the live tick rate, the live movement, the pulse of the market. The second thing is smart money concepts, SMC, okay? In SMC, we have things like BOS, break of structure, okay? Which helps you spot that there's a structure in the market here that's very strong. You don't want to go against this. Well, like I said, over here, okay, when we reversed, right, we peaked out, we bottomed, and then we actually flipped the pattern, okay, from bearish consolidation to trending bullish. That is called CHOCH, change of character, okay, right over here where we reversed, okay, this is a reversal. So these smart money concepts, I'm just giving you some little, nibbles of it, right? Because I want you to stay focused on the most important stuff. But guess what? I'm pretty sure while I was telling you this, you completely forgot about the moving average and the RSI. Well, guess why? Because now you noticed that those things are irrelevant, okay? And that's why everybody that uses them loses money. Because they're not looking at the price. They're not even paying attention to necessarily the most basic forms of support and resistance, just a simple trend line and a resistance level. And they're not also paying attention to how smart money trades the markets because they don't know smart money concepts. Okay? So what is trading? It's simply the price of an asset moving. And you just want to make sure that you take the right position, either longing when the price goes up or shorting when the price goes down. Like I said, don't forget, there's only 3 directions the price can move in, and there's only 2 that can be used to make money, right? Even if the price stayed fully flat for 5 days straight, which usually never happens, but guess what? This doesn't help us make money, okay? The only thing that's important with sideways is potentially for some consolidation. But remember, up, down, that is when we can make money. Simplify it as much as you can, okay? There's only 2 directions that can make us money. So it is simply the price of an asset moving. That's what trading is. Now, if we talk a little bit about understanding charts, okay, because I know the questions will come up, and I have now helped you disprove lagging indicators, which I'm very pleased with, but let's talk a bit about understanding charts, okay, because like I said, right, you can't avoid them nowadays. And there's no reason to actually, because you can still get helpful information, right? Instead of having it all on a piece of paper, right, and having 15 pages and losing half of them and forgetting what the price was a week ago, well, the charts are convenient because now, okay, we have our live price, right? And we have our chart, which helps display for us the some of the price history, okay, which can be used for these useful things like seeing the market structure, the support resistance, just the very basics, okay? You don't need to overcomplicate it because the basics work. So charts are a visual representation of price over time, okay? But don't forget, don't fall into the trap. If you can't read price, how can you interpret charts? Have you thought about this? Okay, let me repeat that one more time. I really want to drill this point in. If you can't read price, how? I want you to tell me, how can you interpret charts? What are charts? What are charts? Right? Now you're starting to think like me because I removed that overcomplication for you. Okay? Charts are the price. There's no difference. Okay? You just confused yourself over time by putting in a bunch of indicators, a bunch of signals from other people. Now you can't read the price. You can certainly not interpret the charts because you even forgot what the chart was, which was the price, okay? Just on a historical level. So this is the key, okay? Once we know price action, once we understand the basic concepts of smart money, then we look at the chart. We learn trends. We learn candlesticks, okay? Candlesticks are important to me. Things like wicks, okay? The long drawn out ends of candles, okay? Which shows that the market is strong. That goes hand in hand with price action. Because the candlesticks, this is what I love about candlesticks, okay? Because I don't want you to think that I hate charts. Candlesticks help paint the price action on the chart, which is why you are better any day of the week to use a candlestick chart over a line chart, okay? Because this is like trading blindly. When we use candlesticks, okay, and I have supporting documents to give you guys to help you better learn candlesticks, especially focus in on what you must know about candlesticks, how to read them, okay, which I all go through in my course, and then just the most important patterns to know: bullish, bearish, neutral, and some reversal patterns. But first and foremost, like the price, you need to know how to read the candlestick itself, okay? Do you know what a wick is? Do you know what the body of a candlestick is? We don't have the time in this video to go into the details of this, but even more important than patterns, always know how to read the baseline thing, okay, which is the candlestick itself. Is a certain candlestick showing signs of strength or weakness, or is it more neutral? There's all of those different things. Why? Because there's only 3 directions, okay? And that's painted on the candlesticks. A flatter candlestick, okay, like something like a doji candlestick, for example, which can be seen right here, okay, this little red candlestick with a very flat body. Well, guess what? That displays a type of sideways price action, okay? Yes, the price went up a bit, it went down a bit during this 15-minute candle, but it mostly stayed kind of flat. That is a neutral type of candlestick. Something like this, a massive hammer candlestick where the price got scooped up higher, okay, and we closed much higher. Well, guess what? We were all the way down here, but in 15 minutes, we closed all the way up here. I encourage you to also do some calculations on the actual percentage moves of something like that. Okay, that was a 1% bounce from top to bottom. That's certainly a bullish sign, right? The price literally upwards, but it's likely to continue. Remember the 3 directions: up, down, and sideways. Sideways is usually a signal of patience where we want to wait for confirmation, okay? So a lot of the time when you see doji candlesticks, unless there's other factors that are giving you massive hints at a reversal at that point, always wait for confirmation, okay? If you would have traded this doji candlestick, you would have probably gotten wrecked. Why? Because there wasn't enough information thereafter, okay? We were pretty flat. We got a doji candlestick. It wasn't followed by a particularly bullish candle. And guess what? We faked out lower, okay? So this is why always wait for confirmation when the market is neutral, whether that's on the candlesticks or the price itself is being slow, or we've been actually in a consolidation range like over here, right? Wait till you get some type of reversal, some type of confirmation, okay? Now, hopefully, this helps you understand charts because now you understood price. You understood how price is displayed on the chart through candlesticks. Now you can slowly start thinking about how to actually interpret the charts, okay? Because you can't avoid them in today's age. We're not in the days of pen and paper. That's not what I'm trying to say. But you can't fully avoid them, and they are useful, okay? Which is why they're displayed everywhere now. But they're only useful if you know how to read them. Let's go into a little bit of a question time for you. I want you to look at yourself as a trader, right? Where are you right now? Are you profitable? Are you getting wrecked? Have you already blown up trading's account? Maybe you're scared to place trades. There's many different conditions that a trader can fall in, right? And there's complete newbies, there's more advanced people. Everything has to do with your experience level, but not only that, okay? Are you understanding the most important concepts? Or are you focused on something else? I want you to think about this. Just these two things for a second. If all traders use the same charts, why do some succeed while others fail? Isn't that a great question? If all traders use the same charts, why do some succeed while others fail? Okay? At the end of the day, right? There's very, very, very few people that have a very special trading strategy with very special signals or indicators, okay? Even the biggest institutions, some of them just trade based off fundamentals. So most people, right, have the same things at their disposal to be able to trade, right? They have the price, the live price. They have maybe a volume indicator, right? They have a chart. Maybe some people look at some fundamentals. It's all pretty surface level stuff, right? We all have mostly the same tools. So why do some traders fail if all traders use the same charts? Well, it's very, very simple, okay? Not only are the failing traders failing to interpret the charts correctly, they most likely don't even know where to get started. And that's why I said many jump into the industry, start putting on a bunch of indicators on their charts, forget even what the chart is. It's the price. It's just a representation of the price historically. Okay? So the secret really lies in understanding price action itself. Because if you're looking too much at the chart, okay, I want you guys to look on what usually is on most exchanges the right side of the screen, right, which is the live price. Because here, when your eyes are here, okay, even if you drew your patterns and it's all nice, okay, if your eyes are here, you are behind the market. You are looking like 90% of traders that fail. Your eyes should always go back here. And even when they go onto the chart, they should always come back to the price to confirm what you're thinking, okay? Example, even if you drew your break of structure, your uptrend line, right? When we got the breakout higher, when we put in this higher high, look at the price instantly. Am I strong right now? Okay, yeah, it's looking extremely strong. Volume might be good. This is definitely the time to long. The price action is not lying, okay? There can be manipulations on the chart, like things like this, for example, right? Maybe people thought we were just going to sink lower. Well, guess what? We bounced right back. It's very easy to get trapped when you're on the chart because you are behind the market, okay? If you're looking at the price action, which is why I teach patience so much in my course, right? And waiting for the right entry, because the biggest danger in trading, okay, especially when you're trading the price, which is what you must be trading, the biggest danger is entering into a trade too early. There's also a chance of exiting too early or too late, but most of the time, the biggest danger is entering too early. Why? Because you can get caught up in the waves of the market, right? The market might be very strong. You get confused. You didn't wait for confirmation. Now you jumped into a trade, right? You thought we were going to crash lower because we went slightly below the support level. But if you just waited 3 more minutes, okay, the price actually was all the way back here. And now that was a clear long signal. You weren't patient enough. You ruined your whole entire trade. Okay, a great trading opportunity on leverage where you could have made, on 10x leverage 10% there in probably a matter of minutes. You ruined that whole thing, or even worse, because you got stopped out and you have to quit trading for the day because you lost too much money. You could have even just got in when we got confirmation of the move above and the change of character, and you could have caught a beautiful over 2% move. Okay, so please, 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 I cannot tell you this enough. Be patient. Wait for confirmation. Look at the price action. Okay, we're dropping right now. Does that mean I automatically enter into a short? No. Is the price action consistent? Is the price action choppy? Is the price action showing a lot of fake outs? All of this is valuable information, and you're not seeing it because you're glued to the chart. Remember what I said. The secret to our question is in understanding the price action. Okay? This is why people who have the same tools, the same charts, fail while others don't. So, my offer to you is, if you want to decode the market's language and navigate its waves like a pro, okay, we talked about the story of the market, right? The language of the market, which is price, candlesticks, representations of the price. You want to decode the market's language and navigate its waves like a pro. What are the waves that we're talking about? The cycles. It's not that complicated. Only 3 directions, up, down, and sideways. Well, I want you to join our journey. And the way you can do that is unlock your potential by joining our Telegram community, completely free to join, and there is a link down in the description below. And what you're going to get with the Telegram community that I run is not only my personal experience, you can also get access to lessons. You can get access to all of our community of dedicated traders, okay? And this is not some type of signals group. This is me wanting to make you a better trader, okay? 100% free. I'm not selling a product. I just want to make you a better trader because I'm passionate about this, okay? I am passionate about price action. I have over 8 years of experience with it, and I want to dive deeper into price action together and elevate your trading skills to new heights. If you want to join our journey and unlock your potential, it's very simple. The link to our Telegram community is down below. You can join today 100% free. And afterwards, you can also get access to my live trading lessons. I discuss many things, such as the price. Of course, the price action. Okay, you want to learn candlesticks? I talk about candlesticks. Support and resistance levels, market psychology, liquidity, smart money concepts. These are just a few things that I teach in the course with daily lessons, okay, usually about an hour or so. But the first step before accessing that is to join our Telegram community where you can talk to me personally, right? Sometimes I like to review people's trades. You can send me, hey Matt, I entered this trade here. I thought the price action was strong. It went against me. Do you see anything that might have went wrong on the chart? Did I miss anything? I might ask you a question like, was your mood good for the day? Right? Were you in a mental space where you were able to read the psychology of the market, or should have you been working on your own psychology before even trying to get into the trading? Okay? Very important. Market psychology is a whole entire lesson in my course. So I want to keep it brief and short because you have a lot more stuff to learn, and I want only dedicated people. So the first step, join our Telegram community, get familiar, right? Feel free to say hi. Feel free to ask me a question. If you want me to review a trade, I do that sometimes. And also start discussing with each other. It is a community. You will learn faster if you've ever experienced learning something before. You know that if you're with 10, 20, 50 other people that are learning the same thing as you, they're sharing tips and advice that help them learn quicker. I'm there with you as the professor, helping all of you. You will learn hundreds times faster than through any other method. And not only that, but you will learn better. You will learn all these concepts. Look at the price action happening live. We're now seeing a sharp drop. This is the time where you want to be patient. This is what I love about the market. It's ever changing, but everything always stays constant. There's only 3 directions that the price can move in. And there is only the price that matters. So right now, what do? Well, we're going back near support. We're going back near our previous area where we broke out. I'd be inclined to say this is the time to long, but you can never know unless you stay patient. We didn't get our reversal yet. We might go a little bit lower. Maybe we're going to get a fake out and go below the trend line just to come right back. This is a time to stay patient, because in any of these methods, okay, whatever might happen next, let's say the price falls here. I want to give you some gold before we end today's video. If the price falls and we come back to test the breakdown level and we fall again lower, well, this is a clear sign to short. You wouldn't even have wanted to be longing here. However, if we hit our trend line or go slightly below it, right, and then bounce back, get confirmation that we stay above the trend line, that will be your time to long. There's a good chance that we get another break of structure higher yet again for a third time. And of course, there might be a little bit of period of consolidation, confusion in the markets where it's neutral. You still need to be patient, okay? So this is how you want to start reading the markets. This is why I wanted to spend the last few minutes of the video, and it just so happened perfectly that the live price was showing some interesting price action, right? A sharp drop. You saw how fast the price was moving downwards, okay? It still is to a certain extent. Now it's very, very slowly slowing down, it seems like, as we're hitting the trend line. But you need to constantly be analyzing the price, right? And like I said, look at the price action, pay attention to the chart. Okay, we're coming up on the trend line. How are we acting at the trend line? Well, we actually just ended up slowing down and bouncing. Or no, you know what? We're still crashing lower, okay? So let me, for example, tell you some other interesting hints before we wrap this up. You'll also notice on your charts, right, you can set a countdown to bar close. This tells you the amount of time left in this 15-minute candle before the candlestick will close. Why is this such a good thing to know? Because it shows us the live price action more clearly. Okay, this is what's happening. This is what's been happening, right, in the last 15 minutes, or in the last, 11 minutes, because there's 4 minutes left, right? So we have 4 minutes left. What might happen in 4 minutes? Well, looks like we could go a little bit lower, right? There's still quite some time left. Look at what's happening now live as I'm reading the price action, right? I'm also paying attention to the right-hand side, but I'm always confirming it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Well, look at the volume is pretty high. We coming up on the support here. We have 3 minutes, 55 seconds left. Keep reading. There's no rush. Do not be scared of missing out on the trade, okay? If we reverse above the support level, okay, and we start trending higher again, no problem. What did you miss out on? 0.5, 0.6%. What is your potential upside? Over 2%. You get what I'm saying, guys? When you're reading and interpreting the charts correctly, because of the price action, everything lines up. You're making better trades. You're being safer. You will know where to put your stop losses. You will know when to enter. You will get better entries. You will get better exits. Your risk rewards will be better. Because if you're too fast, well, wait, I want to enter this because we dropped, right? We dropped 1.5%. This is the time for me to long. Well, a lot of the times there's fake outs in crypto, very, very harsh ones. Maybe we'll drop another 2% very quickly and just come all the way back up. You're ruined once again because you weren't patient enough, okay? There is no rush. There is only getting in too early, okay? Remember that. That's the last little piece of gold that I'm going to give you here for today. I hope you found this bit of courseware, bit of guide useful. You will also get access later down the line to one of my more advanced PDFs, okay, where I dive in detail into price action. And of course, like I said, the first step to all of this for 100% free is to join our Telegram community, okay? You can then follow the instructions to get access to my video course lessons live streamed on a weekly basis. multiple times a week. And you can also get that PDF down the line 100% for free as well. That goes deeper into price action, okay? With all my lessons, I also have PDFs and courseware for you to follow, okay? But I want to see your guys' efforts, okay? When you're in the Telegram community, I want to see your efforts. I want to see your dedication. And if you join our live video lessons, I also similarly want to see you improving yourself, improving your trading, listening, participating, studying, practicing. Because there is no place to be lazy in the market. It is ultra competitive. 99% of people fail. But through my years of experience, my hope is that if you understand the most basic and fundamental thing that will help you become profitable, which is the price, through price action, and an excellent community with similar dedicated, experienced traders, you will be able to elevate your trading skills to new heights and become very profitable. This is the key to crypto trading. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope to see you in our Telegram community. See you soon. Have a great day on your side, and good luck with your trading.